Hello and welcome to the Symprio Signal. I'm Maya.
And I'm Alex. So, what are we diving into today?
We've got a new post up on the Symprio blog, and it gets really specific. It's all about 10 agentic AI use cases already live in Malaysian enterprises.
Oh, great. Agentic AI. The thing every CEO wants, but nobody can actually define.
Exactly. The post is about moving past the hype. It's about what people are actually doing right now on the ground here in Malaysia.
And the hook? There's always a hook.
The hook is the most interesting stuff isn't a big, flashy customer service chatbot. It's these invisible agents that are running finance closes and underwriting loans. One of them can do a credit check.
Hang on. 10 times faster. You mean credit underwriting? For a bank? That can't be right.
It is. The article calls it an autonomous credit underwriting agent.
So, the AI is just, what, approving loans? By itself?
Not quite. It'll pull the CCRIS and CTOs, read the bank statements, check it all against the bank's own risk policies, and then it hands a full credit memo over to a human banker to just sign off. The final call is still with a person.
Okay, so it's doing all the grunt work, all the data gathering that makes more sense. So it's like a super-powered RPA bot?
That's the key difference. RPA just follows a script. Step one, two, three, an agent, you just give it a goal, assess this loan application, and it has to figure out which tools to use and in what order. And if something goes wrong, it can try a different way.
So it's reasoning.
Precisely. And that reasoning part is what lets it handle the exceptions that would normally break a regular RPA bot.
What's another one? The article, I mean. What other industries are doing this?
Telcos, they're using them for network incidents. An agent gets a whole mess of alerts from different systems, correlates them, finds the right run book, and can even execute some safe automated fixes.
I like that. One agent is dealing with all the noise. Got it. What else?
Manufacturers are using them for procurement. An agent is monitoring supplier news, changes in SST duties, delivery problems, and it drafts a mitigation plan for the team.
So it's watching the outside world for you, and then writes the email you're too busy to write.
Essentially. And there's a finance close agent that runs all the month end checks, investigates variances, and drafts journal entries for review.
That's the one. That sounds useful, but also a little scary. Let's say this finance agent makes a mistake. Who's liable when that report goes to the LHDN?
That's the most important part. Every single one of these agents has what the Post calls human in the loop gates.
A gate. Does that mean a person has to approve everything? Because that sounds like you're just moving the bottleneck, not removing it.
No, not for everything. It's for anything that involves money, customer communication, or regulatory submission. So the finance agent drafts the journal entry, but a person has to approve it before it posts. The banking agent can't move any funds, it just prepares the memo for a banker.
Okay, so it's a productivity tool, a very smart one. But it still feels like a lot of companies would just try to build a customer service chatbot.
And that's what the article warns against. It says the first project should almost never be a customer facing chatbot. The governance is way too complicated. You have to start in the back office.
Start with the boring stuff. The claims adjudication, the fraud triage, the finance close.
Exactly. The process is well understood. You can actually measure the ROI, and the regulatory risk is, contained.
That makes sense. So what's the catch? This sounds expensive.
It is. The post is very clear the cost shape is more like a software engineering project, not an old school RPA build. The AI model itself isn't the expensive part.
Wait, the model isn't the expensive part. I thought that was the whole point.
No, the real cost is in the integration work, connecting the agent to your existing systems and building the governance tooling, the audit trails, the human in the loop gates, the testing harnesses.
So you're building a whole safety harness around it. That's the real project.
You are. The article says you should budget for about 6 to 10 weeks to get a production pilot running. Um,
Right. So if you're a listener and your boss just came back from a conference saying we need agentic AI, what should you say? Okay, that's a good start.
and you make sure you understand that governance thing. No agent should be able to spend company money or talk to a customer without a human explicitly approving that action.
That's a solid rule. The don't spend money without asking rule.
It's a good one to have. And finally, you budget for the integration work. It's a software project, not a magic button.
So the real takeaway from me is that this isn't about replacing people. It's about creating an assistant that can do hours of investigative work in minutes, and then handing it over to a person for the final important call.
Exactly. It's a colleague that works at computer speed.
And all 10 of these examples are on the Symprio blog, right?
They are. The post goes into the specifics on the architecture and compliance for each one. It's on symprio.com.
So if you're in a meeting on Monday and someone starts talking about agentic AI like it's science fiction, send them this link. It's a reality check.
Perfect. Thanks for listening, everyone.
From Maya and Alex, this has been the Symprio Signal. We'll see you next time.